You're not behind. You're just reading your numbers like they're a to-do list, when really they're telling you a story. And are you listening? Today, I'll show you how to listen to your financials and why understanding trends is the key to building a business with wisdom, not just hustle. Stay tuned. Hey there, lovely. My name is Iyanna Vaughn, and I am the host of Harmonious Wealth. I am also the CEO and founder of Lovely Financials Group. So, our mission is to help at least 100 women reach at least 1 million in net worth so that we can break all these negative generational patterns and create generational wealth. And we do this through our signature framework, the Overflow Method. This week, we're still breaking down each part of the method. So today we're on phase 2, which is financial storytelling. So we talked a bit about vision casting yesterday. So we're going more into the story behind your numbers. So your numbers aren't just data, they are direction, right? Too many entrepreneurs treat their P&L like it's a receipt, or we look at it and feel guilty, confused, or we feel good. It's like ebbs and flows. We use our data to make us know how we feel, right? And then we close the tab, we get out of there, then we just move on with the next task or the next fire that we need to burn out or that we need to get out, right? And what really happens, your P&L or like your income statement or your financial reports, period, they show what happened, but they're also telling you what's working, what's leaking, and whether or not your vision is actually funded. So when we look at numbers with our clients, we provide you a pattern of what your numbers are telling you so that it can reveal momentum and then also provide some warning signs for you. And they're telling us when you need to pivot or if, when to pause and when to like pour the gas on the fire so that you can kind of go on to the next level of building your brand. So I like to call this financial storytelling. You know, it helps us turn this chaos into like some clarity because even if there is chaos in this season, we're able to tell a story behind it and then the why. So, say, for example, if you have consistently felt like your certain seasons of the year is slow, instead of getting frantic and really having a fuss in real time, we can build some momentum a few months ahead so that you won't feel that grip. So typically for us, our enrollments for new clients can technically slow down once like around May and June because a lot of my clients are mothers, school is ending, summer is starting, maybe even into July. The summer months a little bit slower for us. So instead of me reacting in real time and getting desperate for sales, I actually talked about this in episode 6, I believe, how to not be desperate for sales. But instead of doing that, I can create a system where I have cash injection during that slow season of the year. So say, for example, we've updated our services to where someone can pay monthly or they can pay 6 months in advance. One of our clients, they might pay in full for the whole year. But instead of doing that, we can do 6 months. And if we schedule that first 6 month payment in December, the next one will be in June, hence providing a cash flow injection during our slow months. That's just one example. You can even do something where if the financial story is telling us that your slow season is the beginning of the year, what are we doing in Q4 when you have like the best season of your year is when you get a lot of just cash injection. What are we doing for the reserve so that we can make sure that we keep accountable for that first quarter? Or do we have to change around what you're offering? Another example for the financial storytelling is our client, I believe it's episode 5, our client Nagina, through our storytelling, she was able to understand what coaching program performed the best. And then she was able to not only increase her profit, right? She increased her profit from 30% to 70% because of storytelling. We were able to tell her what exactly is working and what is not working. And then what was even more fun, and I might share this more when we talk about like the overflow of like wealth design. So I'll pause on that. But with financial storytelling, it transforms again, right? The chaos to clarity. And we help you interpret that story so that you can see the full picture, not just that last month's chaos. Because when you create trends, they build trust for your future self, right? So let me just rephrase that. Trends build trust with your future self. When you understand those trends, right, you can spot a pattern and then you can make a plan. And that's why with every client in our financial strategy experience, we use the financial storytelling to then create a 12-month profit plan so that you can know, okay, how does the profit plan line up to the actuals, right? And something that I'm implementing this year is something called a margin mirror every quarter with our clients. So the margin mirror is going to be a reflection of this past season and then compare it with your projected profit with your actual results. Did we actually keep half of what we earned in this particular quarter? Did we overpay our team? So I have in our keep half diagnostic, we have different profit guidelines based off of like line items like team, coaching, professional development, software, our services, and we could identify without emotion, did we overpay someone or where do we need to fill in some of these gaps? And then did the pricing of your particular service or product or offer match up with your delivery this past quarter? And then if not, we can just adjust it based off of the story, how we feel, how we're reflecting on it. And also remember in the first phase, does it match with our vision that we've created together? So with our financial storytelling, we have personalized reviews that bring clarity and not confusion. So unlike most firms, they might email you a report or you might get a link to like your financial report, if that, or it's lagging for a couple of months. We give you a personalized video walkthrough so that you can go through your numbers each month. We point out key shifts, trends, and things that you should care about, and we tie those numbers directly to your goals. So with this, it's not about perfection, it's really about partnership. Because if we help you uncover the financial story based off of the profit plan that we've created for you, we could then help you understand the 5 key areas for our client. And that is your revenue, expenses, profit, what you've paid yourself and your business, and then your cash. And then I think I might be forgetting one thing, and that is like your tax estimate. But then we say, okay, what is the next financial move so that you can feel confident in your next decision in business? So you might be thinking, I'm not a numbers person. I just want someone else to handle it, get this out my face. Or I've worked with others in the past and they didn't really help us with what we needed. So one, in episode 32, I talked about like titles don't necessarily matter and what the function of that person does matters most. And when it comes to delegating for your financials, you're going to have another level of discernment. And with us inside of the FSE, which is the financial strategy experience, we don't just throw numbers at you, we walk beside you with your numbers. So you're never left wondering if your business is like actually working. You'll know. You'll know. Now with financial storytelling, it's more than just spreadsheets, okay? It's learning to lead your numbers, lead your team, lead your business with clarity so that you can reflect it with wisdom and grow in intention. And if you're finally ready to understand what your numbers are telling you and you're ready for a partner to not just lead with compliance, but actually with strategy that aligns with your personal goals or like your legacy plan, consider becoming one of our financial strategy experience clients. We would be so honored to serve you. So with our financial strategy experience, we help you not only with the bookkeeping so that you're staying compliant, CEO levels of reporting, quarterly meetings, but then within each month, you'll receive a video overview of your financials, and then you'll be able to talk to us via Slack so that you can answer or ask any nuanced questions, and we can do the same so that we can support you. And you can find out more about our services by going to lovelyfinancials.com/strategy to get started. Book a call. And when it comes to financial storytelling, let me know what resonated most with you. Do you feel like things are more chaotic, or do you feel like you don't trust yourself? Let me know in the comments below if you're watching on YouTube, or just DM us if you're listening on podcast and you want to DM us via Instagram. I would love to support you. So bye for now.